Huh? Bro, I did not see that coming at all. Please let this season be just like this episode was. I have to say this. They made Pennywise scary again. I was not planning on watching this yet. I was gonna wait till the It prequel or Welcome to Derry, I guess you could say, was the whole season was done. Then I was gonna binge watch it. Nah, a friend of mine told me you're gonna have to watch this now because he watched it first and he was like, I ain't saying nothing. Just watch the show. And so I turned it on and bro, like I said, they made Pennywise scary again. Don't get me wrong. He has scary moments like in the first two movies, but I don't believe it was at this kind of had this kind of feel. This show, if it keeps this attitude of what episode one is, we're in for a crazy ride, bro. They're making Pennywise terrifying and not playing around. Like, bro, this episode, I'm gonna be very careful how I do this review. Yeah, I have to be very careful. So this is gonna be a very small review because the pilot of this show, I will definitely advise to watch it. Watch this show. Watch this episode because only one episode. They're doing one episode per week, but definitely check it out. I didn't have HBO Max, but I went after my friend told me to do it. I I had to do it. I did the cheapest one. I did the $10.99 on HBO Max for a month, and I'm so glad I did, bro. First, it opens in a wow. Then, all right, small overview without spoiling anything. After a kid goes missing, the town of Derry believes that the kid is dead, but certain kids believe that he's not. So they look to find out what happened to him. And on another note, there's another plot in this story where a major from the Air Force is stationed in Derry to do a certain mission. That is the smallest base overview of this episode that I can give y'all because I am trying to be really careful here. But yeah, let's be real. Let's be real. We are here to see what is Pennywise going to do. And I ain't going to front. He lets you know. You know right off the bat. And they have this one scene that's like, huh? Bro, hold on. Let me not go there because it will spoil something. But yeah, let me also get to the point that I usually go to when it comes to movies. The casting so far, this is only episode one, is done really well. The chemistry between the kids, I believe it's one, two, yeah, four. Well, it's four at first. Kids investigate to see what's going on. Then later it becomes five, and I believe their chemistry is done well. Especially these two boys. They are around each other more, and I love the chemistry between them two. Now that that's out the way, bro, I really hope, bro, that we're not disappointed after that. I hope this is not the peak of it. Welcome to Derry, because this could be a classic TV show if they follow suit with this episode. Episode one needs to keep going. To be real, it doesn't need to go higher. It can just be the same as episode one and continue on with the story and all that and what Pennywise do. And I think this will be a classic. I don't want to get too excited. You know, I've done that before where one episode is like, oh, this is really good. This is going to be a classic. This is going to be amazing. Then it becomes either mid or not good. So I'm not going to get too excited. But I will say this. You definitely should watch it. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens after that because it ends on a... What? it is just like that. I was like... Oh. Okay. It's like Pennywise is trying to take that spot on that Mount Rushmore, bro, of greatest hero villains of all time. Because that one, this is a good way to put it. This episode was like a letter from Pennywise to us, letting us know that, oh yeah, I am one of the top echelons of horror villains, and I just got to show you. This is like how this is what it felt like. Like Pennywise is reminding us, I am one of them dudes. You think Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michaels, all these is on the top? Well, put me up there too. That's what this episode felt like because, yeah, bro, this is going to be good. If y'all saw my reactions to the trailers when it came out, y'all knew that at first I was a little hesitant because they didn't show a lot of Pennywise. And then the last trailer, they showed him a little bit, but I was satisfied. Pennywise is in action. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. In case you're wondering, Pennywise is in action. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what else goes on. I wish this was like Netflix where they released all the episodes at once. But it's okay, I can wait. It's one episode a week. I think it's Halloween the next episode comes out. I believe so. I could be wrong. But yeah, you definitely should see this. Now, I do want to say something. Just something as a fan of this, that of it and all that. I want to talk about something, but it's going to be a spoiler section. So I'm gonna say this right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you don't want to stay for the spoiler, but I have to mention this one part in the show. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to leave this video because for those who did watch, or you might not even care, I'm gonna talk about this one part because it shocked the heck out of me. So, thank you so much for tuning in. You got 5 seconds to leave this video, and I'm going to start talking about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoiler talk. What was that ending? Bro, I guess these kids are not going to be in the season. Bro, I did not see that coming. The way this show was building this up, and like when you see it in the trailers, it makes you feel like these certain amount of kids are going to be like It Chapter 1. They're going to be, following this mystery of what happened to, I believe the kid's name was Maddie. What happened to him? Did he die? Did he get captured? I thought I was going to follow them and I said Terrifier. Pennywise was going to, mess with them and kill like other people. No, he starts taking them out now. I'm like, whoa, what the... When they in that theater, I did not see that coming. I thought he was about to showcase himself and like scare them a little bit. Pennywise is like, no, you're not leaving. And they did something that surprised me. They showed these kids get taken out. I gotta be careful with my words because I'm on YouTube, but they show these kids taken out. In the beginning, the first I had to say it in a spoiler-free talk that a kid went missing, but we see it in the beginning. He actually dies. Pennywise takes his kid out. Just the city of Derry. Some people think he's missing. But in that scene in the beginning, they don't show his death. So I was sitting there like, oh, they're not going to cross that road of actually showing like they would if it was an adult. They'll show the death. They're not going to go that far. In that scene, that beginning was still like creepy and disgusting. And I was like, and I knew something was going on in that car in that beginning. But I was sitting there, I was like, are they going to show the kid die? Are they going to show it? And they didn't. So I was like, okay, they're not going to go that far. And that's fine with me. I don't need to see, kids, be, that, all that. But then the show flips the script. Because then at the end of the episode, it rips a kid in half. Like, it ripped in half. And then throws the kid's face on the glass, all blood, and just falling down. I was like, and then the other dude, then the little, what was it, 6-year-old? To where 2 girls survive, and the one looks at the other one's head, and she realized that she was still holding on to the little kid before, even though Pennywise took her out, and it was only like piece of her head and arm left. Then she looked at the screams, and it ends the episode. I sat back like, what? That's exactly how I felt when the credits were rolling. And I was like, you can't end the episode like that. I need to see what happens afterwards. So I have to say, nobody is safe in this show. Nobody is. They really built up this whole chemistry between these kids just to take them out in episode 1. I'm like, what the heck? It kind of had I had the same feeling when I first saw Invincible, because I never read the comics, and I always remember that ending episode of Invincible, season 1 and episode 1. That's how this one felt, but it more terrifying because it was like, oh, they're going there. They're crossing that line of, no, we're not saving these kids. If they're going to be taken out, we're going to write it, and y'all going to see it. And like that's like the writers had to let us know, like, Pennywise is a force to be messed with when it comes to the whole genre of horror. And they wanted to let us know. Bro, man, I am looking forward. Please don't let the episodes after that, please. I hope this is not the peak. I would hate that. I don't know how many episodes is in this season. I think it's going to be 8. Usually that's how shows are, 8 or 10. But man, what an opening. What an opening. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, that ending surprised the heck out of me. They did not cut corners. You saw it. It was like, oh yeah, thank you for helping me care about these certain people that you just take out in the next episode, in this episode. But I realized something. I went before I did this review. I looked up the cast on Google. They don't have the kids on the cast. Like on the cast, I was like, oh, so it kind of spoils it if you see it like the cast, unless you think like, oh, they just made a mistake. No, they're not on the cast list because they're gone in the first episode. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, wow. Just wow. Anyway, I'll be back for episode 2. I'm hoping it either has that same hype or even better. But Pennywise is definitely here to let you know that, oh, I'm one of them dudes. I just got to get the writing for it. And they got the writing for it. I just hope it continues on. The plot of everything else, I'm into a little bit. But honestly, when I'm watching it, I'm going to see what Pennywise is going to do. You know, and I was satisfied here. I was definitely satisfied. Anyway, see y'all in episode 2 or all other videos I make. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see you later.